Hello YouTube, it's Rob here. Yeah, I thought I'd come to you today and kind of do an unboxing of a new firearm I just picked up today. Um, I was at the local gun and pawn shop and they had some of these in. Around here they've been pretty hard to find. But if you've watched my previous videos, you know that I already have one in the burnt bronze. So I decided to pick this one up, and it's a Ruger Wrangler. And we'll just do a quick unboxing. There's tons of unboxing videos on YouTube, so we won't go too in depth, but I did buy it. They had it, of course, I know the $249 is the retail price, and they had it for $199.95. So I picked that up. It's not a bad price. My burnt bronze one, I gave a little less for that, but by the time I had to pay the transfer fee after they shipped it from Bud's gun shop, it equaled out about the same. So I just picked this one up locally instead of driving 60 miles to get one and save a few bucks. But I have the Ruger Wrangler here, and it is the Cerakote black version. I just picked it up today, and of course, what you get in the box is basically you have your paperwork under here, your owner's manual, and a lock. Nothing really anybody wants to see in there. Nobody uses the locks, and the manuals are pretty self-explanatory. I mean, if you've ever shot one single action, you pretty much know about them all. But the gun is, like I said, the black Cerakote finish, and the finish on it is really nicely applied. It is smooth. It's even finish. I see no real areas that there is a couple little mold marks there on the bottom of the grip frame. That could have been finished off a little better, but you know, it's a $200 .22 revolver. The grips are a hard plastic. It does have a 4.62 inch cold hammer forged barrel, a steel cylinder. The grip frame, the part that surrounds the cylinder, is cast aluminum, an aluminum alloy, and the grip module, which is the trigger guard and the grip itself, is made out of a like a magnesium alloy. So they use the more durable, heavier parts where they need them, and they kind of step down as they go. So you got a steel cylinder, steel barrel, aluminum alloy frame, and then zinc alloy grip module. And you do have a MEM metal injection molded hammer and a metal injection molded trigger. The trigger is smooth, and it's fairly wide and smooth. It's a nice trigger, feels good in your hand. The sights on it are just a notch sight with a U-notch and a post. The gun is unloaded. It has never been loaded yet. Like I said, I just picked it up today and brought it home and thought I'd do a quick unboxing video. But with the Ruger, you can carry 6 rounds in the chamber. They do have the Ruger transfer bar safety, and you can see in there this bar comes up, and it will only stay up and allow the hammer to impact the firing pin as long as the trigger is held back. If the trigger's not pulled and the hammer starts forward, as you can see, that block drops out of the way. So without the trigger being pulled back and held back, this gun is incapable of firing. So, and as most single actions, to break it down, you open your loading gate. Of course, you want to always check to make sure you have an unloaded revolver. On a single action, you typically have a button here, and they push it from the bottom side, and this cylinder pin will come out, pull out the front, and then your cylinder just comes out like that. Now these cylinders are countersunk, so when you load the revolver, the head of the cylinder is flush with the back of the cylinder. So, and to put it back together, simply drop in your cylinder, take your cylinder pin. Sometimes I struggle with this a little bit, and this gun has not been cleaned, lubricated. It just comes straight out of the box, and we're doing a video. And that's it. And like I said, I already have the Ruger Wrangler in burnt bronze. This is my older Wrangler. I've had this in roughly probably 2 months, in that vicinity. This one has been fired about 500 rounds through it. You might notice on this one, the grips have the silver Ruger emblem on them, whereas the standard Wranglers come with, it has the Ruger emblem, but it's just pressed in. It's just a black pressed in emblem. These grips actually came off my Ruger Blackhawk convertible 357 Magnum 9mm that I recently got. I had initially ordered a set of Ajax imitation ivory grips to put on this pistol, but I ended up using them on the Blackhawk instead, so I put the Blackhawk grips on the Wrangler, and they are a slightly nicer grip. The checkering on them's a little more aggressive. They seem to be they're plastic, but they seem to be a little more textured, and they fit the gun really well. That's one thing about the Ruger grips. The same grips that'll fit the Wrangler will fit the single six, the new model Blackhawks. Pretty much all have the same frames, so finding grips for them is not hard. The older gun, and I really didn't take note, and this one I actually put some paint on the front sight because I was having trouble picking up the front sight. I think it's the color of it, the bronze color. It's just kind of hard to see, so that little bit of white paint really makes that pop out. But where I was going with this is, I don't remember when I first got this gun. This gun, the action is, it's smooth. It's got a smooth action, and you can hear it when it. And on the new one, when I got it out of the box, and I noticed it sounds a little. I don't know if you can hear that but it sounds clunkier. Now I don't know if this one was the same way and I just didn't notice it because I didn't have two of them together, or and this one's broken in because this one here has about 500 rounds to it, and honestly this one with 500 rounds is just now getting to where it's shooting like I think it should. It seems to be improving as I shoot it more. Either that or I'm just getting used to shooting it. But either way, I'm doing better with this one. And this one it just seems not as smooth. Now, the one thing about this one is that differs from the other one. The lockup on this is there is no movement in that cylinder whatsoever. There is nothing, no end play, no. That is the tightest locking revolver I've ever gotten hold of. There is none. Whereas this one, of course, this one has about 500 rounds to it. You got a little wiggle in the cylinder. There's no end play, but you do have that little bit of wiggle. And I noticed another thing too on this one, that, of course, this one's been shot more. but the cylinder free spins more. Whereas this one, it just don't sound as fluid. I'm gonna have to take it out and shoot it, and I'm thinking this will probably smooth out and break in. And I will probably have to do the same thing on the front side of this. Probably have to put some white paint. It's just, you know, I'm old and my eyesight's not what it used to be, and I wear bifocals, and it just makes it really tough. Now, these guns are great guns to just go out and have a blast, have fun, go shoot 500 rounds of 22 ammo. It's not going to break the bank. Me and my daughter enjoy shooting 22s a whole lot. She actually has a Heritage Rough Rider that she really likes. I tried to sell her on one of these, but she still likes the Heritage better. The Heritage is a little easier to pull the hammer back on for her. She's 11, so, but it is a little easier for her to operate the Rough Rider. But both of these are awesome guns. When I get a chance to take this one out and shoot them, we'll do that. I carry both. This is my holster that I purchased for this one, and I intend to order another one. But that's just kind of a comparison of the two pistols. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up. Make a comment. Tell me what you think about them. Subscribe to my channel. I'm new, so I'd like to see my channel grow a little bit, just so, if nothing else, so I can put some info out there that maybe would be helpful to somebody. I appreciate y'all watching, and y'all have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.